Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be tackling the episode that John Oliver did on the Washington Redskins and how their name is so goddamn offensive that he demanded that it be changed.
Finally this week, the president made a long overdue trip.
President Obama focused on the struggles of Native Americans today. He made a visit to the Standing Rock Sioux Reservation. With his visit today, he becomes only the fourth sitting president ever to visit an Indian reservation.
That is pretty amazing. Only the fourth sitting president to visit ever. I mean, technically, if you count non-sitting presidents, then Andrew Jackson did visit a lot. But
Wow, that didn't take long at all. Almost instantly, we have a dishonest reframing of the issue for emotional manipulation. And this really bothers me, because for the majority of the time, I don't actually disagree with the issue. I just hate how dishonest he is about it. He literally just changed the narrative from presidents who are currently in power to presidents who aren't in power. If you want to frame things so dishonestly, why don't you just go the extra step and say, do you know what percentage of the American people have never been to an Indian reservation? Oh shit, you could actually use that. We'll start with, what percentage of people have never been to an Indian reservation and therefore are racist? I'm pretty sure your writers could make a joke out of it. Yeah, let's do that.
you really shouldn't count that, but he did visit. But you shouldn't count it.
And here's why you shouldn't count it. Andrew Jackson wasn't the president at the time, and there was no native reserves at the time. So your framing of it is retarded. But I really tried to understand the joke there. I went to go Wikipedia Andrew Jackson, and I couldn't find anything. So if somebody does get the joke, could you please explain it in the comments below? That would really help me.
During the visit, the US Department of Housing and Urban Development announced they'd be making $70 million available to improve tribal housing conditions, including money for mold removal. To which the Native Americans presumably said, "Oh, finally, okay, we are officially square." Look, it was touch and go for a few centuries there, but at the end of the day, all we wanted was our mold removed. Actually, there is one other thing the Native Americans wouldn't mind if we did, and it concerns the football team, for some reason not yet formally known as the Washington Redskins. They still haven't changed their name, despite the launch just this week of a new emotionally powerful advertising campaign.
Whoa. Hold it right the fuck there. For some reason, not yet formally known as the Washington Redskins, they still haven't changed their name, despite the launch just this week of an emotionally powerful advertising campaign. Are you telling me that you're upset that a corporation hasn't changed its name and branding because somebody created an ad campaign earlier that week?
Seminole, Seneca, Mohawk, and Creek, Mills, Will Rogers, Geronimo. Unyielding, strong, indomitable. Native Americans call themselves many things. The one thing they don't.
This campaign would have been far more powerful if the Washington Redskins actually had any Native Americans on the team. Then you could at least call it racist.
Wow. I mean, for the average American, that ad should target 1/16 of your heartstrings and make the rest feel extremely guilty.
Ha 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 ha, white guilt. Guilty.
The strongest possible pushback you can have after watching something amazing like that is, yeah, but... Oh, you're right.
No, John Oliver. That may be the strongest pushback your brain can come up with.
We gotta change the name. You're right. But one person remains unmoved, and unfortunately, he is the only one that matters.
Redskins owner Dan Snyder has held firm under some protest that he will not change the nickname of his team.
Washington Redskins is more than a name we have called our football team for over 8 decades. It is a symbol of everything we stand for: strength, courage, pride, and respect.
Oh, well, that's fine then. I had no idea you had an ancient 8-decade history at stake here. You are clearly a proud people who have suffered greatly.
I can't believe he's actually proposing that somebody throw away 80 years of name brand recognition just to appease some people complaining.
Please accept my apologies, O chief runs without moral compass. It is...
If I was a lesser man, I'd point out that that was a racially insensitive joke. But mostly I'm just here to ask him what moral compass, what moral dilemma did this person ignore? What possible morals does he not have?
It's getting increasingly hard to make a good argument for keeping the Washington Redskins name. If only there was some emotionally affecting way to convey that.
Instead of emotionally affecting way, what he really meant to say was emotionally manipulative. Just so we understand that.
There are many positions that can be defended. Steven Tyler still got it. Cauliflower is the king of vegetables. Camping is actually fun. Music you never tire of? Mariachi. Weasels make the cutest pets. You should leave that fourth voicemail. Every flight needs more babies. If you don't learn to play the recorder, you're fucked. Philadelphia is the cultural capital of America. If you want to get laid, become a magician. Nancy Grace seems nice. But the one position that can't be defended is this.
In this episode, John Oliver decided to summon up every single bit of white guilt he possibly could, with a side of virtue signaling, to emotionally manipulate us into believing that the owner of the Redskins has no morals, and that his moral compass is broken, because he won't change the name of his team. A team that completely revolves around name brand recognition, because that's all football teams are. They're a name and a logo that go together. It doesn't matter who's actually wearing the uniform, because they get traded and sold just like trading cards. It took 80 years for them to build this level of brand name recognition, and John Oliver wants him to throw it all away because some people decided to complain about it.
That is probably the fairest review we've had so far. This is objectively stupid.
Kill yourself.